Hi, Sylvia here. More Junk Journal January. I've decided I'm going to combine again some prompts, borders, interactive, nature, and picking out. So prompts 18, 19, 20 and 21 I thought I'll do. Well, try anyway. So this I have to admit, this is not my original idea. So oh, I knocked the camera. This is not my original idea. So however, I am stealing it, and I will put full credit into the info box at the bottom. Credit to this idea comes from Liz McGuire, Buttons for Brains. We did one of those in the Take 3 series she had. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out. This will be the border. We're not going to fussy cut. We're just going to cut a shape, and well, you'll see. So what I'm going to move that away a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm doing well, I like to call it a semi fussy cut. Not quite, because you leave quite a lot behind. So we're not going to be too perfect on it. So like this bit here, if you just get a pleasing shape, it doesn't have to be completely fussy cut. This is quite enough because we're going to do something else with this. We're not just going to stick this on a piece of paper. Let me just get rid of that. So, like so. Right, I think that's perfectly all right. Let us measure the page. I'll probably trim it off after I've done what I wanted to do. Now, you can use vellum. I do not have vellum. What I have is translucent paper. It's, again, one of those things that I randomly pick up at a well-known UK supermarket, one of the discounters. No, that's not the one. The problem I have is deciding, Yes, I'm trying to find the white one. There is a white one in here, but of course, because they're all stacked on top of each other, which one is the white one? Oh, it's that one. So, what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to glue that on top and then cut so that I will have there a pocket so you can see behind it. So that is what I'm going to do. So first of all, I'm going to glue, and I'm going to glue with a Pritt stick, because it's going to be glued onto the page. Nobody's going to see it, so it'll be fine, I think. But I think I might have to use, for the fine bits, have a cloth ready. I always have one by my side, as it were, because I'm sure there's going to be some leakage. Right, okay. Let's try that, shall we? Turn that over. I'm lining this up with the, because it's not very easy to see on this background, really. Whether I'm going over or not. Push it down a bit. I might have to trim that off. Get my cloth. To give it a clean. Now I don't want, so this is how it's going to be. So I'm going to trim that off at the bottom, and now what I'm going to try is I'm going to use my trimmer to start off with. This might or might not work, I don't know. Oh, it does work, that's good. So, trim, trim, trim. Trim this at the top as well. I need to clean it, that's what that is about. And trim it off at the bottom. Right, okay, so as I said, you're not going to see the back of it, so it's not going to be, it needs a bit more trimming. My problem with cutting is because I'm absolutely rubbish at cutting. I don't like to use the scissors, but hey ho. Right, oh, that's not what I had in plan. I'm going to stick them down in a bit. I need to trim it off a little bit. Just give it a little. So basically a blade's width, I think. I think that should, yeah, that's lovely. So we'll just round the corner. Now, is that going to go through, do we think? Oh, kinda, but not. So now I need to decide what I'm going to do, because this is going to be for a tag. So that will be the interactive bit. This is the border. The interactive is going to be that there will be a tag in there. And borders, so that I'll make another one on this side. So I'm going to see if I can, I'm going to add the glue just where, so I don't want to show it up. So I'm just going to add the glue where the paper, the pink, will cover it up. So make sure I've got the right one. Okay. So I'm now going to add that to the page. So this is, as you can see, this is open. So I'm now going to need my little bits of glue just to finish gluing off, and my cloth. And this one's really been really irritating, hasn't it? I've been kept touching it all the time. So, I mean, once the book's closed, it's, you know, gonna be down anyway, but it's just nicer, isn't it? So everybody can then see when they open, should they open this book. Nobody's going, because it's my book and nobody's going to open it. But I have already made, I've made 2 tags. So this one has got a little B on the top, and this one has a little button. This one is for that side, which is going to get a different border, although the tags are all from the same paper that I had left over. So, and this is how it's going to be, like that. Or, since I've stuck it down, it's going to be like that. So that's, and I can use the tag on that side. I'm going to do the border for that side now. So we leave that out for now while all this is drying. And I'm going to do the border for this, which is going to be just use any old paper you have. I just use the sort of floral paper, simple reason that it's supposed to be nature. Or I could just use all the butterflies, but I want to use flowers to be with the flowers. So I'm going to need, what am I going to need? I'm going to need some washi tape. That's what I'm going to need. I'll just use a bit of this, just so I am not going to sew over them with the machine. I am just going to secure them on the washi tape. It just, for ease of sticking, for ease of sticking them in the paper, in the journal, really. So, and then I know where to glue them, and we'll cut these little corners out so nobody will be the wiser. Right, so we'll have a bit of a, oops, that's my water, not my glue. We'll glue these down here. Like so, my trusty cloth to wipe that away. Oops. And then I'm going to, so this is why I wanted the washi tape on there as well. Right, so, oops, that was not what it meant to happen. Right, okay, lovely. Well, I was going to put one at the bottom down here, but that won't need a washi tape, so I can just glue that one on there. In case you hadn't noticed, I am a huge fan of circles. I have, if I could, circles with everything. I love circles. Circles are my favorite. And I'm leaving that to dry. And then, oops, I'll probably have to shorten. Might have to shorten the tag, which is not a problem at all. Yeah, I'll have to shorten the tag a bit, but that's okay. But this is the one that's going to go in here. So that's a little bit of a peekaboo. Here's my scissors. I am just simply going to trim the tag. Just one snip. It is, chances are, it's not going to get there. For me, that is just fine. I'll have to redo the little bee, which is also representative of nature. And once this is dry, this little tag will fit in there. There. So these are all of my prompts, which are, what are they again? Borders, interactive, nature, and peeking out, which is what the little bee is doing. Just peeking out of the top of Junk Journal January journal. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.